Hi, hello everybody. Welcome to you. Welcome again in Bioscience Mania. And now today's video we discuss about the inflorescence. Okay, so what is inflorescence? Basically, inflorescence means arrangement of flower on the floral axis or the floral stalk. Okay, so this is the basic structure definition. The arrangement of flower on the floral axis is called inflorescence. Okay, now later we just discuss few points. Before discussing about the types of inflorescence, we discuss about few points or few terms. Okay, so first of all we discuss the peduncle. So what is peduncle? The main axis or stalk of solitary inflorescence is called peduncle. The main axis or stalk of solitary inflorescence. So solitary inflorescence is one types of inflorescence, but one thing you just remember, that is main axis of inflorescence. So this is inflorescence, this total is called inflorescence, and the stalk, this is the stalk, so this stalk is called peduncle. Okay, so this is clear to you that the main axis or the stalk of solitary inflorescence is called peduncle. Okay, next we talk about pedicel. So what is pedicel? You just look at the picture, that is stalk of individual flower is called pedicel. So each and every flower has a stalk. Okay, so this stalk is called pedicel and it's always raised from peduncle. Okay, so this is pedicel and peduncle. Now after that, a long simple or branch peduncle is called rachis. Then you just look one thing, this is the long axis. Okay, when this is look like much long than the simple one, then this type of peduncle is called rachis. Okay, so this is, I hope, clear to you. Next in case of grass, I hope you all know about grass, what they look like. Okay, so the grass or paddy like Oryza sativa is called rachis. They have a stalk, paddy and grass, and their stalk or their look like stalk is called Rachilla. Okay, this is too much long. Okay, so this is not short. Whenever you just thinking about the paddy or grass, this is not a small stalk. Okay, you know about that Oryza sativa, if you take an example as Oryza sativa, then you look, this is a long stalk. Okay, so this is called Rachilla. Okay, next, the peduncle developed from underground stem is called scape or radical peduncle. It is the example of the radical peduncle or scape is Allium cepa. You know, Allium cepa always arises from underground stem. Okay, underground stem. So you know, Allium always look like this. This is the branch and this is the soil level, and from here if you thinking about that, from here there is a flower arise from this, and this is the underground stem, this is the part of stem, this is root. Okay, this is root and this is the underground stem, and this is the soil level. So from the underground stem, when the rachilla develop, when the peduncle develop from the underground stem, it is called radical peduncle or scape. Okay, and the example is Allium cepa. Otherwise you can also take Allium sativum. Okay, any of the example you can take where peduncle develop from the underground stem. Okay, next we talk about pedicellate or sessile flower. What is pedicellate or what is sessile flower? When the flowers have pedicel is called pedicellate flower. Like any of the flower, if you look this picture, okay, this picture, you just look one thing, that if we take this one is flower, this one is flower, this one is flower, so then you can decide one thing, that each flower has a stalk, okay, so that is called pedicellate flower because they all have a stalk. But if in case of any of the plant, any of the flower, if there has no pedicel, there has no stalk, then what happened? Then they all arrange like this structure. Like this is, if you take this is peduncle, then all flower attach with this, like this, like this, like this, okay, like this, okay. So this is the one type of inflorescence. We discuss always when we discuss about the type of inflorescence, then we discuss these things, okay. So this type of flower when present, this is called sessile flower. This type of flower, like this one is flower, this one is flower, this one is flower, this is also called sessile flower, okay. Next we talk about the receptacle. What is receptacle? The flattened peduncle is called receptacle. Now one thing you just notice here, that all the peduncle is long, okay, but when the peduncle is flattened, like this flat structure or this flat structure, okay, then we call this is receptacle, okay. The stage on which floral parts are situated is called thalamus. So like this is a receptacle, and from where each and every floral parts like calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium, everything, when they are added from this part, like if you thinking about this is ovary, okay, this is androecium, this is gynoecium, this is androecium, okay. This is not like 2, this is more than 2, okay. So this is look like that, and after that here, from here petal always increases, okay, this is petal always increases, and after that petal always increases, okay, and after that from here petal means corolla, okay, and from here calyx always released, okay. So this is called this is called thalamus, okay. I hope this is clear to you. Next we discuss about torus. Conical receptacle is called torus. So whenever you just thinking about conical receptacle, we know what is conical shape, but when receptacle look like conical shape, like this one, like this one, okay, and all the floral axis develop from here, okay, like androecium, gynoecium, okay, corolla, okay, everything when developed from here, then we call this is torus, okay. The receptacle is called torus. This type of receptacle is called torus, okay. Now next we discuss about simple inflorescence and compound inflorescence. Inflorescence with branch peduncle is called simple inflorescence. Inflorescence with unbranched peduncle, okay. Whenever the inflorescence look like a simple one, like this one, like this one, this is simple inflorescence. But when this type of structure arises from a point more than this type of inflorescence arises from a single point, like this is the end of the point, and also this type of structure arises from here, from here, from here, from here, then this is called compound inflorescence, okay. But whenever a single inflorescence is present, then we call this is simple inflorescence, okay. Now next we talk about bract, okay. So sometimes inflorescence are subtended by an extended leafy organ called bract. Like whenever you just looking one thing, after the calyx, below the calyx, one thing, if this is calyx, okay, this is calyx, below the calyx one leafy organ, it is near about 4 to 5 or sometimes it may be 3. So leafy organ may be arranged, maybe developed from the base of the calyx or base of the flower. So this is called bract, okay. And you know, not bract are present in all the leafy structure, okay. So bract sometimes have present and sometimes absent. So flowers having bract is called bracteate flower, and without bract is called ebracteate flower, okay. Next, sometimes very small thin bract like structure are developed on flower stalk. in between flower and bracts are called bracteole or secondary bract. Draw this again. Then you just notice one thing. So if this is bract, so below this a small leafy part develop or arise. Okay, so this is called bracteole. Okay, this is called bracteole. And always this is called secondary bract. Bracteole always renamed as secondary bracts. Okay, now after the previous one we discuss about the two terminology, that is acropetally or centripetally, and another one is basipetally or centrifugally. Okay, so first of all we discuss about acropetally or centripetally. Okay, the oldest flower toward the base and gradually the youngest flower and buds toward the apex, or the oldest flower toward the margin and the youngest flower at the center. This is called acropetally or centripetally. So one thing I just clear to you, from this to this is called acropetally. Oldest flower towards the base, oldest flower toward the base. So this is the base, oldest flower toward the base, and gradually the youngest flower and buds toward the apex, and gradually the youngest flower or buds toward the apex. So this is gradually change base to apex. Okay, I hope this is clear. And this is acropetal, acropetal arrangement or acropetally, you can call anything. Okay, now we talk about centripetally. So centripetal arrangement, what? The oldest flower towards the margin. Like one thing you just notice, if we press this thing, okay, if we press, then one thing you just notice, the side, this one or this one scattered from this, and this one come into center. Okay, like this. If we press this, then the arrangement is happen like that, like small one, small one. So this type of arrangement happened. Okay, this type of arrangement happened. This is the small one, and it gradually change from center to the periphery. Okay, so the oldest flower towards the margin and youngest flower towards the center or at the center. So youngest flower at the center, if you thinking about a round structure, then you can easily remember this. Okay, this structure, we just take a single line, this is small, and gradually it is became larger. Okay, gradually it became larger, okay, and this is also happened from this direction, and this direction. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Okay, next one thing you just focus, basipetally or centrifugally. So this is centripetally, and the same word, opposite the word is called centrifugally, and same thing acropetally, opposite the word basipetally. Okay, but basipetally, anything you can say. Now from this basipetally or basipetally, youngest flower toward the base and gradually the oldest toward the apex. Okay, think that whatever I say to you, youngest flower toward the base. So youngest flower toward the base, sorry, from this youngest flower toward the base, youngest flower, this one, this all are youngest, and it gradually changes into the older one. Okay, so this type of arrangement happened, so then we called, this is basipetal arrangement. Okay, this is basipetal arrangement, not this one. This one is centrifugal and this one is basipetal. Okay, so now after that we talk about centrifugal, the youngest flower towards the margin, okay, the youngest flower towards the margin, and the oldest one at the center, I hope from this picture you clear all this thing, or otherwise I just take this type of picture. Okay, so you just notice one thing, notice one thing, that if this is the point, okay, the bigger one, and it gradually change, okay, gradually change, and from this maybe younger one, okay. So this is gradually change, okay, this is gradually change. So this type of arrangement of flower is called centrifugal. And you know, this is the, whenever you know, this is the pedicel, sorry, this is the peduncle, okay, and this one is pedicel, and in this case this is called receptacle, okay, or thalamus, because this is a thallus structure, okay. So I hope you understand, whenever peduncle is present, then acropetal or basipetal word is used, or otherwise whenever the thallus is present, when the receptacle is a thallus like structure, or this type of structure, this type of rounded structure, then centripetally and centrifugal word use, okay. I hope this is all clear to you, and thank you for watching this video. And next video I also talk about the types of inflorescence, okay.